recorded live on tape from our respective homes. This is Several Questions. Now, here is your host, the pregnant Chad of podcasting, Nate Chappell. Hello, everybody. So, the way the Several Questions works is that basically we found a machine in the woods called the Questionator 5000 that was evidently engineered to generate infinite, very, very silly questions. And tonight I've gathered some amazing people to help me answer a few of these cues. We've got, a really long queue of these cues, and we need to knock some out. I hope that makes sense to everybody. First, I want to introduce somebody who's near to my heart and up way past his bedtime. Please help me welcome my sub-host, Johnny Fisher. Hi, Johnny.
Thank you. Hi.
How are you?
Am I supposed to clap?
You're not supposed to clap for yourself, no.
Okay, good.
I see you're wearing a robe that looks pretty comfortable.
It is.
I know every 6 or 7 episodes we like to talk about how early you get up in the morning. How early do you get up in the morning, John?
4 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It'll probably end up getting at 3:45. Just because.
Why? Because you get nervous?
My body, yeah, will naturally.
Because your body is rippling and muscular? Is that why are you talking about that right now? That's a weird thing to bring up out of nowhere.
Well, it's
okay.
Just what
it's true. It's true, John. I'm not saying it's not true. It is good to see you so late. Did you sleep for a couple hours before we started recording tonight?
No, I actually just guzzled coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Good. That should keep you up. So, John, I wanted to move on. I had some things I wanted to talk to you about. So, these meetings are never easy. It sounds like I'm going to fire you. I'm not going to fire you, yeah. John. I just wanted to talk about these things that I wrote down that are supposed to be funny. Are you ready?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. So, Johnny, Santa gets a lot of play in the holidays. Even if we're just saying happy holidays, it's still basically Santa is the only real mascot. And so we're also trying to get a new mascot. Are you ready, John? Okay. So I have some suggestions for some new mascots. This is for the holidays, okay? So my first idea is Hollandaise Man. It's just kind of a guy made out of hollandaise sauce, kind of gooey.
No gooey. Kind of blobbish.
I think maybe I was leaning too hard into the sound alike. Okay, so moving on. My next idea is, remember Gritty? That NHL, that Philadelphia Flyers mascot that looked like a Muppet and everybody loved for 25 minutes? Well, he doesn't seem like he's doing much. That would be nice. Another one I was thinking about, because it's already he's already got the right colors, sort of, is Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street, because he wears that sweater that's red and green, although that's kind of Christmas. Anyway, and maybe he says bitch too much.
Yeah.
I feel like that could... I don't know if that puts me in the holiday spirit. The next one is John McClane from Die Hard, the character John McClane, because it is not a Christmas movie, and this basically I'm just putting it in the list so that I can another piece of evidence that it is not a Christmas movie. It is a holiday movie, though. Okay. I'm glad everybody's on board. What about let's see, Frosty the Snowman? We were gonna go with Frosty the Snowman, but he's I've heard I looked it up and he passed, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, can you look up, Johnny, I forget how he died. Maybe it's probably climate change.
Sure. Let me just take a look here. So.
I mean, because he was pretty old. He was like a full-grown snowman in 1950.
No, it wasn't climate change. It's a congestive heart failure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sad. That ended kind of sad, but maybe we could, we should think about rewriting the last, rewriting the second verse of Frosty the Snowman, maybe to reflect this new information, updated a bit.
Yeah,
we can get some internet, some SEO traction on that. I'm gonna actually text Finn here, see if I can get him to record that. Okay, yeah, see what he can do there. All right, let's move on to our first guest. Are you ready for our first guest, audience? Viv's sitting right here. She's our audience, and she is definitely ready. I can tell. Our first guest this evening puts the ooh in Zoom meeting. It's Shauna Jundahl. Hey, Shauna. How are you?
I am clapping for myself because
Yeah,
you know
should.
what? Someone's got to celebrate me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve everything you get.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry if that seemed too harsh. I see you've got a cat in your lap. What's the cat's name?
This is PP. Say hi, PP.
Does it have a pee-pee problem? Does it pee too much? Or not enough?
Don't make her feel bad. She
That's my
always has
job.
a Hitler stash on her face. She doesn't want to be known as the cat with the Hitler stash and a PP problem.
Well,
Now she's ashamed.
good. Bye.
She does have it.
Okay, so she's got a pee-pee problem. What's your deal?
I don't have, well, I say I don't have a PP problem, but that's today. Tomorrow could be a whole different other
I
story.
like that attitude, Shauna. It's a real, let's just live in the moment. Shauna, na, live for today, as the grassroots taught us.
Yes.
Speaking of the grassroots, let's move on to our question segment in a grassroots fashion.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
There's no corporations involved in making this decision as to when this timer starts, okay? This is all me. Okay, this is my nonprofit. Don't make a dime off of this. Ready?
It's for charity.
Shauna, come on. Let's take this seriously. Your time begins. Now, Shauna, if one piece of furniture from your life could be personified, which one do you think would be the most fun to hang out with?
Oh, personified. Probably it would be either of my couches. I have one downstairs, it's a sectional, and then one upstairs. I have an upstairs.
Wow.
That is now a love seat. No love has been seated on that as of yet. But I just
Can you
think
keep
it
us
would,
posted, do you think? Is that asking too much?
I'm gonna give you visual updates as the days go
Great.
on. And that's
It's
why I think
currently a
it's
like
fun
seat.
for them. Yeah, it's a please leave your house and go find something to bring back to my love seat. I just think it would be really fun to have either of them personified because, I spend a lot of time on these couches. I've been through some stuff on these couches. I want them to just wake up one day and just look me in the eyes and say, stop watching your 500th episode of Sex in the City and please go do something with your life. I want to be shamed by my couches.
What do you think? How do you think the couch would look back on the experience of you, like when you dig around and it's under its cushions for change and stuff?
Well, obviously, that's kind of
like tickly
hot.
or romantic? Yeah,
I feel like that would be really hot.
The love seat would find it romantic. Maybe the sectional. Well, the sectional says sex right in it. Now that I've got,
I got it.
So the sectional, would it be able to break apart?
It does break apart. It's very heavy though, so I can't do it on my own, which means I need a big, strong person. And then
if it was personified, it could do it by itself, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's too lazy. I don't know if it's
do you think that it was? Do you think that it's? Would it have like two brains? I guess what I'm getting at is, if it breaks apart, are there two sets of eyes? If it's like Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee's Playhouse into
maybe
a character.
It could. Maybe it's like, what is that, like the Blobs, where it's like, it's one thing and then it separates into two and then it becomes two separate things. I just saw The Substance and that's what it reminds me of. Guilt breaking and becoming its own.
Is that a spoiler?
Yeah. Well, there's eggs in it. That's the spoiler.
Oh, man.
There are two
I'm allergic.
eggs.
Two eggs?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's legs. I'm allergic to legs. Love eggs.
Okay. Well,
Yummy.
I can't say you're safe with that movie.
You can't?
No.
Try it.
That's my disclosure.
No, try it. Oh, Disclosure. That's a good movie. Demi Moore
Demi Moore's in The Substance too. Are you a
Is
Demi
really?
Moore fan? Ew, pervert.
Not to mention we're just talking about John McClane,
Oh yeah.
played by Bruce Willis. What's wrong?
Well, we love him.
Yeah, I voted for John McClane.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
feel
he
like
was a
he does
war hero.
represent Christmas a lot too. So you're on the right path there.
Do you think there's anyone that accidentally voted for John McCain thinking it was John McClane? Anyone? One person maybe? Or like just by name recognition was like, yeah, I like that John McClane.
Yeah.
Remember like in his like campaign ad, he's like walking across broken glass.
Oh my god.
And his campaign slogan is Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
You could get my vote.
Yeah, I'd vote for him, yeah. Not now, maybe.
Writing for sure.
Yeah, okay. I think
do you have any furniture piece?
Yeah, I do have a furniture piece. I have a tiny couch that's like kind of a doll couch.
Okay.
That both my children have sat on in hilarious ways, but before that my cat used to lay on all the time. My big fat cat used to stack on it.
Yeah. That's cute. It has memories now. Because didn't your cat live for like 50 years?
My cat did live 50 years. Thank you for asking. And then he ate his own tail off. Next question, Shauna. If you could have a font, it would basically the little couch would be cute. That's why. It'd be like a little pet.
Yep.
If you could have a font named after you, what would it look like?
Oh, wow.
It would be called just the Shauna, I guess.
Because my name is Shauna, but
that's why I said that.
I don't want it to be like Shauna Sans or anything. Shauna New Roman. Also, I feel like that's
Sans. That's sad.
I feel like if anyone else were asked this question about me, they'd be like, oh, it'd be like Comic Sans in cursive had an orgy and then made 10 babies and that was the font. And I would be so offended because I feel like my font would be big. It would be big because I write big, like first letters and then small little letters because I really like that effect. So I'm going to say big first letter that grabs your attention and then eases you in with tiny little font after that because we understand. Bigger, is it always better? A lot of the times, but not right now.
Not right now. Just now, but not now. Yeah, got it.
Not that.
No, I like that a lot. Lashana, but not Sans. You're not Sans anything, okay? Don't let anybody tell you different.
Even though I do appreciate a good sans serif font for people who have trouble reading stuff, I would be a sans font, but I don't want my name to be Shauna Sans. I don't want to be related to Comic Sans in any way.
Because of my stance on policing, I am more of a sans sheriff guy. That's just me.
Okay. But that's your font.
Hey, Shauna, if you could have a clone made of yourself, would you?
Oh. Okay, can the clone be like, it's me, but as like an animal or an inanimate object? Be cool to have me as an inanimate object just to see what my vibe
like a couch?
Yeah.
Like a sectional?
That would be cool.
Yeah, I guess I would let you do that. You could just tweak a few things. You're pretty good at science. You could probably just tweak a couple stuff.
Just throw some stuff in the oven and pow! It's me as a little banana.
Have you ever? Do you remember Shrinkadinks?
No.
Oh.
Tell me.
Sorry. That's what we used to call Mike. They were like these things you would color this little plastic waxy thing, and then you would bake it, and it would get smaller and more well colored. Basically, it was like great for people who weren't so good at coloring like me.
Basic. It's kind of like those little dinosaurs you put in water and would expand, but in reverse.
In reverse, yeah, it is very much in reverse. It was wild. I love it. It's beautiful. John, that's time. Thanks, John, for that dramatic end of the segment. Shauna, thank you so much. It's time for your speed round. Are you ready for that? Yeah, you're probably gonna freak out. You're probably gonna fall asleep in anger. Okay, you ready, Shauna?
Yes.
Johnny, are you ready? 30 seconds.
Ready. 30 seconds.
And you're gonna count how many they get because I can't. I'm not good at counting. You're the numbers guy. You know that, John.
I'm gonna take these numbers.
Okay. I don't know what that means. Okay. Your 30 seconds begins now. Leonardo DiCaprio at a Benihana's or Leonardo the Teen Turtle with his katanas?
Leonardo the Teen Turtle with his katanas.
Embracing your fears or encasing some beers?
Embracing your fears.
Nicolas Cage or Nicolas Cage free?
Nicolas Cage free.
Channing Tatum or channeling Bateman?
Channeling Bateman.
Good Will Hunting or Bad Will Hunting?
Bad Will Hunting.
Shrinking Violet or Shirking Violence?
Shirking Violence.
Mosh Pit or Swap Spit?
Swap Spit, baby.
All right. How many did you get?
We'll be generous and give it 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
7. Lucky number 7. Thank you so much, Shauna. Hooray. The crowd is going wild. They're really losing their shit.
I'm going to go to my love seat now.
Hey, speaking of losing your shit, you're going to lose your shit when you hear these gift ideas I came up with. So, with the price of eggs the way they are and everything, expensive. It's important that we try to get gifts on a budget this year. So I've got some ideas to keep keep prices down and smiles up. Is that what you say? Hey, smiles up, everybody. Okay, thanks. Okay, first of all, a box. I don't know. My kids love just opening boxes, and then you can put like stuff. You get stuff in them. You probably have some at your house right now. You get fizzy water or whatever. It comes in a box a lot of the time. Just use that and give it to wrap it up and bada bing, bada boom. So you can put stuff in it. Say what I just said. You can play this if you want. The next one, children's art. It is plentiful and cute. Everybody loves it. Everybody thinks it's sweet. If you don't have kids, it's really easy to make. That's like one of the best parts of it. Like you can just make it yourself. Like they are not good at art, so. Regifting is an idea. You just take gifts that you got and give it. Like for instance, I gave last Christmas. I gave my boss my wedding ring. So, yeah, and that was free, basically. Actual garbage. See, this is brilliant because you already come up with a bunch of it anyway. You make it all the time. And they say that one man's trash is another man's treasure. Let's put it to the test. Okay, finally comes out of the tap, water. Okay, it's not valuable now, but in a few years with the water wars coming, it's going to be really, really valuable. Right, those are my gift ideas, everybody. Let's see who our next guest is. We're going to see with our ears. Randy? Our next guest brings the mirth from beneath the earth. It's Bryce Baker.
G'day, mate.
Hey, Bryce, how are you? Thanks for coming all the way here.
Thanks for having me. Got in this morning.
Oh, good. I bet how are your arms? I don't know. Are they good? You didn't even say you flew in. You just said you got in, and I still want to just talk about it.
You know what? I did fly in. Okay, just for you. They're tired.
Thank you so much. Thanks for closing that loop for me, Bryce. When I was writing the intro, I was gonna say something from Down Under, but I just decided from Beneath the Earth is like a new thing I'm trying. What do you think?
I really like it. I think I'm gonna make it a part of my personality now. I think I'll just tell people I'm from beneath the earth.
Okay, great. It sounds like kind of scary, right?
Yeah, it sounds like flat earther adjacent.
All right, Bryce, are you ready to answer some questions?
Absolutely.
All right, thank God, because I've got some serious questions.
Okay, serious face on.
Okay, your time begins soon. It begins right. I gotta scroll up. I seriously, computer.
Getting edged here.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Can I say that on your podcast? Can I say edged?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're edgelords. This is an edgelord podcast.
Certified
Totally.
edgelords.
Okay, so next one. Bryce, What
Yes.
household chore would make the best Olympic sport?
I think probably doing the laundry, because when you're moving from the washing machine to the drying machine, there is so much gymnastics to make sure you get like enough out that it doesn't like fall on the floor and then fall on like the cat litter, because my cat litters in my laundry, and then you get it into the other thing. I think that would be really fun to watch people. It's like, how many pounds can you do in one arm?
Do you think
without
would folding be a part of this? Because this is
Yeah.
funny. It's kind of like a marathon. You know how the marathon is like a very long event, and it will like keep cutting back to it. You'd keep coming back to like now it's almost dry.
Just
So
wait.
then, yeah, and then they have to different folding techniques. How is your folding technique?
I am horrible at folding. I'm really good at putting clothes in the washing machine. That is like, I would say I'm world class, but I think I need to pick up my second half of the marathon in the folding. What about
Sorry to
you? Do
hear
you
that.
do the laundry?
I do a lot of laundry. Yeah, I've got 2 little kids, and they're disgusting. So they get stuff all over themselves all the time, and so I feel like I'm in a constant state of I am a marathon, like an ultra laundrothoner. And I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty good folder. I was intimidated by shirts for a long time, but then I started on if you start on folding tiny shirts, then it
Oh,
makes the bigger shirts a little
scale up.
easier. Yeah.
Clever.
Scale
I
up
watched that in
and-
the Olympics.
Okay, well, let's do it. Let's pitch it for next one.
I
think
mean,
the
I'll
next
say
one's
it.
in LA.
It might be harder than an actual marathon.
Wait, are we actually gonna then would be on different teams? Would we?
Oh, I can't.
Are you gonna
I'll
do
go
it
for the silver.
Australia?
Yeah, I'll go for Australia, but I'll settle for the silver behind your gold.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thanks, Bryce. I think sweeping could be also a pretty good competition.
It's because you'd sweep the competition.
Yeah, I think I would sweep it, and also I'd be a real sweeper. You know what I mean? Dark horse.
Oh yeah, I was thought you were
Well,
going to make a joke.
did he? I want to make sure the microphone picked up the
Yeah.
gulp here. Okay. I think we answered that. Okay, so next question, please. Okay, if you had no obligations, how late could you regularly sleep?
I think 11. I notice like on like days off or like public holidays or something, that clock ticks up to 11 o'clock pretty quick. I can see Johnny looking at me, shaking his head after telling us he
Johnny
gets
goes
up
to
at
bed
4.
at 11 a.m.
Yeah, I think 11.
Just
It
for a
used to
nap.
be 9. But
Johnny
now
goes
it's
down for
11.
his nap at 11. I actually do. Anybody here take naps on a regular basis?
Every now and again.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm a nap king.
Yeah, me too.
Naptastic.
I love it. I'm a
Little
power
cat
napper. I do like I set a 27-minute timer with white noise.
Okay.
I find I usually probably sleep about 12 or 13 minutes, wake up 2 minutes before I have to.
Wow.
Much more tired than when I started. It's perfect. Confused, scared, and sweaty. Yeah.
Really good for those days that you just really need to tamp down the energy.
Yeah, I do find myself like doing too much sometimes. Okay, next question, please. If you had to rename the 4 seasons, what would you name them?
I definitely call summer Bloggle.
Blah,
And I feel like that's self-explanatory.
Uh-huh.
I think I would call autumn or fall, as you call it, autumn, because it always feels really nice when you're outside.
Okay.
I think I'd call winter oh fuck, because that's what I say every time I leave the house. And I think I'd keep spring as spring because you spring forward for daylight savings.
And like boyoing, right?
Yeah, boy.
I would go with looser for winter, you know what I mean? Because it's more like a looser.
Yeah.
I'll go with spring to go boy. Squish would be spring.
It's a good one.
That's pretty squishy. Summer's hot. That's what I call it. Hot.
Yeah.
And leave
Leaf. Okay.
or sweater. Sweater
Sweater's a
leaf.
good one.
Okay. Sweater leaf.
So when you
got
say
it.
it's sweater weather, yeah, it makes sense.
Mhm.
Can I change one of my answers?
Yeah.
Can I
You can always
change
change one of your
summer?
answers.
Okay, good. Let's go all the way back. I'm going to change summer to hot to go by Chaperone.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she needs the marketing.
That's my sister.
Yeah, Chaperone. I heard.
Chapel Nate.
Wow.
I can see the similarity between you.
Yeah. Oh, I was actually going to ask you guys if you wanted to go to the Pink Pony Club.
Oh yeah,
Do you want to go?
always.
Really? Is it a real place? Really? Okay. Next question. Ready? This is an important one. Hug, marry, kiss, because we don't do FMK on here.
Okay.
We do hug, marry, kiss. Squirrel, rat, or opossum. Oh, it's funny that you're getting this. I understand that there's an opossum and a possum that are different. And
That's
one's
it.
in
Which
Australia.
one? Yeah, the possums in Australia are super cute, little marsupials. Which one do you want me to answer for? An opossum or a possum?
Opossum is how it came out of the questionnator. So
Okay. I would marry the opossum because I don't like sending food back at restaurants, and I feel like the opossum would have no problem doing that for me. It was a rat. And what was the other one?
and a squirrel.
I'd kiss a squirrel. I feel like that's not a controversial thing to say. We don't have them in Australia, so every time I see a squirrel, I'm like, I gotta kiss that little thing. Haven't done it yet. It's gonna happen. Yeah, look, I'd kill a rat. Sorry, I have. I lived in New York. I have killed many a rat when they come into my house. So
You choke them.
yeah, I like to watch the life
Strangle them.
leave their eyes. It's just not
Tight
fun
hug.
otherwise.
I was telling my daughter Wesley, I found a huge spider in the bottom of our laundry basket. Actually, I was like folding laundry, and I picked up the last thing, and there was this, like, it was about, I would say it was a quarter with its legs, but it had like a big ass, so it looked like it was up to something. That's what I always think. These spiders that are like, what are you carrying? What are you doing with that sack there? Anyway,
Spider with a dumpy.
exactly, and I don't trust it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I went. Oh, and so I told her. She was like, "Were you scared?" And I said, "Yeah." She's like, "Did you touch it?" And I said, "Just a little." She said, "You did?" And I said, "Yeah. I strangled it.
And you
I
strangle a
just took it outside
spider?
and strangled it." And she said, "What?" I said, "I didn't touch it."
I think next time we catch up, we should bring some spiders and strangle them and see what happens.
Yeah, it's like a fear factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just, on the topic of spiders, can I tell you an Australian saying?
Yeah.
There's a legitimate saying, you can Google this and look it up, that goes, "We're not here to fuck spiders." And that means we're not here to mess around. It's like, get to the point. So if someone's waffling, which I never do, you'll say, "Come on, we're not here to fuck spiders."
So, what if I am? What if I am here to fuck spiders?
I guess you'd say, "Well, I am here to fuck spiders."
Yeah.
Right.
I am here to mess around. What'd you say? Time?
Yeah, time.
Okay, perfect. All right, thanks, Bryce. Let's get our speed round pants on.
Just swap over here.
Yeah. Okay. You got them?
Yeah, I mean,
They look really uncomfortable, I have to be honest. But
They are. I bought them when I was 4.
yeah. You with your own money? Did you have a job?
Yeah, from my spider strangling job. It's Australia, you know?
Small hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here we go. Speed round. Your time begins now. Hot acupuncture or not at this juncture?
Hot acupuncture.
Yoga or yogurt?
Yogurt.
Yogi or boo-boo?
Boo-boo.
Boo-boo or ouchie?
Boo-boo.
What is the worst letter?
L.
Moon or sun?
Moon.
Son or daughter?
Daughter.
Daughter or doctor? That's a dog
Doctor.
doctor.
Dog
Hello,
doctor.
hello, Dolly or goodbye, Dolly?
Hello, Dolly.
Collateral damage or a lateral hammock?
A lateral hammock.
Okay, how many do we got?
10.
10. Wow. All right, Bryce. Way to go. Beautiful. Thanks for being our guest. Now,
Thank you, mate.
so we're heading into the holidays, and that can be a kind of a difficult time. You know, you're getting together with family that you might not always know what to talk about with. It can be awkward and off-putting and disgusting. So I came up with some conversation topics to get you started that you can bring up at at dinner and at functions. Okay, here we go. These are the conversation topics. Sex. Now that I've got your attention. Politics. They say that it's not like a good idea, but it's just like I'm talking about like kind of basic politics, like who you voted for and stuff like that.
Sure.
Next up, money. I think that's pretty good to talk about, like how much you make, how much other people make. It's just like an interesting topic because everybody has some, or most. I mean, my Aunt Janice doesn't, but most of them do. TV shows, like the news. Talk about elections and stuff. Who won? Politics. Maybe that veers back into politics. Now that I think about it. That's just my favorite TV show that I thought of. It's kind of one that we all watch. So, finally, religion is a good one. But nothing too like controversial. Just like simple stuff like, is God real and stuff like that. Does God exist? That sort of thing. Okay, so those are our conversation topics. All right, moving right along here. Now, let's see, Randy Tinkle, who's our next guest? Our final guest tonight is the host of the sobering comedy show High Concept. It's Mike Jonjak. Hi, Mike.
Yes. Hello, Nathaniel.
How are
Nathan?
you? Yeah, I'm a Nathan.
Nader Tot.
Nader Tot, thanks. I'll take Nader Tot.
Hell yeah, good to be here. Good to be in my house, but here.
Yeah, Nader Tot. So you got a lot of plants there. You were talking about plants before. Can you introduce me to your favorite plant there?
My favorite plant in grabbing is behind me.
Oh, you've been rubbing your back this whole time?
Yeah, exactly. It's massaging me. It's a rubber plant. It's leaning so heavily because I keep it indoors, and it doesn't know what the real sun feels like.
Oh,
it just
cool.
keeps leaning towards the only light source I let it see, and it calls me Dad.
It cries out, "Dad, Dad, help, Dad!
let me breathe fresh air."
What is outside? What is all this chlorophyll for, Dad?
Nothing. It's for you to look green and massage my back.
Get rubbing. Well, great, Mike. It's really good to see you. Are you ready to answer some frickin' questions?
Is this one of the questions I have to answer?
You don't have to answer this one, no.
Then no.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go ahead anyway.
Okay.
See, tell me when you just join in whenever you want. Okay, are you ready, John?
I'm ready.
Okay. Mike, your time begins now. This is a fun one. We're starting right out with a kind of a game. It's a game we like to play sometime called What Does Johnny Think? So it's a fan favorite. It's an audience favorite. It's so the question for this is basically, so we have to guess, you have to guess, we each have to guess how much what Johnny thinks the answer is. The real answer does not matter at all. It's only what Johnny thinks the answer is.
Gotcha.
So the question is, how many scones does Johnny think we're eating in Madison today? How many scones? Johnny, let me know when you've got a number. He's got a number.
Singular. It's going to be...
Johnny, let me know when you have your number. We got to wait for Johnny to have his number.
Yeah.
Again, he's looking up.
Okay, I got it.
That's how I know he's thinking.
225. 225.
I'm going to say my guess is... I'm going to go 85. Johnny?
Wow.
How many do you think?
49,000.
In Madison?
Yeah. Maybe I overshot that.
This is part of the charm of the game.
I was closest without going over.
Like, maybe I should have told you. Johnny's insane.
I figured since he's waking up at 3:45 every morning, he has a
Yeah.
good measure of how many scones are eaten over the course of the day because he's awake in the prime
Well,
scone eating time.
Maybe that's why he's
Yeah.
overestimated because most of his day is prime scone time.
Yeah, he just sees only scones all day and
Yeah,
just
this guy.
extrapolates that over the course of the day. Yeah.
Savory scones, sweet scones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boo. Okay, let's go on to the next question. What Al Pacino character would you most like to be stuck in an elevator with? Let's think of some Al Pacino characters. Godfather guy, Michael, right? Corleone.
Michael's out there.
Mike, I call him
I
Mike.
Mikey.
Scarface.
What was the name of the guy in Scent of a Woman?
I think it was Hua.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but yeah, that's probably a good one.
He's hard of seeing, so I feel like I could lead him around that elevator and press the buttons for him, and I'd feel really useful in that moment.
You'd have to keep explaining, like, no, we're still in the elevator.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
it's not open yet.
Yeah, I smell something, and you're like, no, it's me.
His way out. Smells like a woman.
No. It's just it's my cologne. It's like not a big deal. It's like a unisex thing. It's not like
I just like the smell of muskmelon, and it's in a nice cologne.
I had to use my mom's deodorant today. Did you guys use spray deodorant ever? Any of you?
I was an Axe Attack. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of that. I meant the aerosol kind.
Oh no.
Anybody? Johnny?
I
mean, on
Johnny
occasion,
huffed it. You huffed it.
Yeah.
You lit it on fire.
Oh yeah.
Confident, dry, and secure.
Some brute.
Shauna, you did? Did you say you did?
I did.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
All
Shauna's booped Axe.
That was so cold when it would go on there. It was great.
But that's the thing that would make me feel like it was working though.
Yeah, for sure. I can feel it working.
Those like acne like patches or whatever, and it would sting your skin, and you're like, it's because it's working so well. When the deodorant would hit me and it'd be freezing, I'd be like, yeah.
It used to burn skin off.
I would look up at the ozone layer, and as it peeled away, I'd be like, it's working. It's working.
It's doing its job.
Chemicals are doing that. Oof. Great things for my ozone layer.
CFCs. Okay, so more like no zone these days. I heard it got better actually. Yeah. That's cool. Okay, here we go. Next question. I would have picked Scent of a Woman guy too. Or a Heat guy. Oh no, wait. Who's the
Dog Days?
Great ass. Who's that guy?
That's Heat.
Maybe I'd go with Any Given Sunday. That guy's pretty funny.
I'm going to change my answer to the guy. Rip Torn played a character in the movie Dodgeball. I want Al Pacino to play that character, and then I want to be in an elevator with him.
Okay. Yeah. There's nothing. Hold on, let me look. There's nothing in here that says you can't do that. Sounds good. Dang, you really cracked it.
I do. I do what I can.
If you had to get rid of reptiles, birds, or crustaceans, which would you choose?
They're all the same thing. So I'm gonna say
if you had to get rid of dinosaurs again, is the question basically.
Every single one. I am the comet that will wipe away their entire existence. Unfortunately, I don't want to do that to them, but I'm just acting in my own nature, you know?
Yeah, I don't trust the water, so I'd go crustaceans.
That's fair. You don't know how many are down there.
Seems like a lot. And I can't see them. I don't like to eat them either.
They can pinch at your feet without you knowing.
I don't know if I eat any reptiles. I don't think I've ever eaten a reptile. Anybody eaten a reptile?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Johnny instantly is like,
yeah, oh yeah, crocodile. Yeah, I've had crocodile.
Yeah. Okay, you have
crocodiles. Yeah,
yep.
Crocodile snakes.
I actually, this is fucked up, but I had dinosaur once.
Wow.
Jeff Goldblum.
What kind of dinosaur?
It was it used to be a brontosaurus.
Brontosaurus steaks.
Then they said that they don't have those anymore. Have you heard that? There's no brontosaurus anymore. Man.
Yeah, is it like last week?
Everybody's so woke.
Really unfortunate.
Okay, next question. Reading. If you
I
could spend the
can't.
week living in the fictional world of a book, what book would you choose and name the author?
Oh, shoot. I'm going to spend a day in. Oh, I don't know who wrote Good Night Moon, but I want to go to bed
Margaret
all the
Wise
time.
Barn.
Margaret
Margaret Wise
Barn?
Brown and
Margaret, not,
illustrated by Clement Hurd.
Margaret Wise Barn wrote a nice
Barn. She wrote a
Good
book
Night.
called The Big Red Barn, I think. I think that's what got in my
She
head.
wrote Good Night Tobacco. It's where they hang up all the tobacco plants after they harvest them.
I have to
But yeah,
say, I have another podcast that reviews children's books from
ah,
adults, from a tired parent perspective, and Goodnight Book actually rips. It's like
mhm.
there's like just the perfect level of nonsense where you're like, it doesn't quite rhyme, but almost rhymes. It like makes you, it just annoys, it like befuddles a child to sleep, I think.
It's like an Eminem song. It's like slant rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly like
Lulls
an Eminem song. Margaret Wise Brown is often considered the original white rapper.
Oh,
the realist Slim Shady.
Uh-huh. Yeah. She actually was. You should look into her. I encourage everyone to look into Margaret Wise Brown's history. It's interesting. She's a saucy lady.
I'll have to go talk to her.
I'm sorry, I've got bad news. I'll tell you
Uh,
after the podcast. I don't want to bring it down. Okay, next question, please.
it's been time.
Oh, it's time. The next question is: are you ready for the speed round, Mike?
yes.
All right,
Never been
perfect.
ready.
Beautiful. Okay, here we go, and we're gonna go here, and your 30 seconds begins now. Butterscotch or margarine scotch?
Butterscotch.
What's worse, good or pretty good?
Pretty good.
Hot dog or cold dog?
Cold dog.
Collard greens or crew neck greens?
Crew neck greens.
Bear hug or bear kiss?
Bear kiss.
Mario Kart or Mario Fart?
Mario fart.
Princess Peach or Princess P?
Princess P.
Donkey Kong or King Koopa?
King Koopa.
Which came first, the chicken or the existential dread inherent in modern capitalism?
Existential dread inherent in the modern capitalism.
Heavy duty or heavy duty, like poop?
Heavy duty like poop.
Oh, time? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
how many did you get?
Time, yeah, it was 9.
9. It looks like, whoa, good showing, but Bryce is a big winner. Now, this is really exciting. I actually just got a text from Finn that he actually fixed our problem.
Oh,
He wrote a new verse for Frosty the Snowman. He recorded it even, and I'm gonna pull up this file. It's coming through here, and we're going into the downloads, and it goes like this. Is everybody ready? Okay, here we go.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day.
Seems pretty
There
normal
must
so far.
have been some magic
I think he's just,
in that
you know,
old
setting it
silk
up.
hat they found. But when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, with the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, look
Really
at
committed to that
Frosty
first
go.
verse.
yeah.
Thumpity
Oh.
thump thump thump.
I think this is where it's really gonna-
thump over the hills of snow.
Okay.
Frosty the Snowman knew the sun was hot that day, so he waved goodbye, saying, "Don't you cry, I'll be back again someday." Oh, Frosty the Snowman for a few weeks did come back, but then all that cholesterol resulted in a heart attack. But by then those kids were grown, not playing in the snow. So when old Frosty did collapse, they didn't even know. Oh, Frosty the Snowman, once alive as he could be, now is dead within the old dustbin of forgotten history. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, where did Frosty go? Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump, buried under the hills of snow.
All right. Thanks, Finn. That maybe less of a kid's song now. But I guess kids got to learn about death eventually.
It's a good
I'd
way.
rather them learn that way than the normal way.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it, man. Seriously. Preach, girl.
Uh-huh.
Well, everybody, thanks so much for joining us tonight. That's our holiday edition. Ho, ho, ho. Merriment abound. Get out there and ask questions. Be curious, not furious. And always remember to play cribbage with the ones you love. Be excellent to each other. I'm Nate Chappell for Johnny Fisher, Shauna Jundahl, Mike Jonjak, and Bryce Baker. This is Several Questions.
Thank you for listening to Several Questions, a production of Wolf Out Radio. Click on the link in the show notes for more Wolf Out shows.